The biggest news for Central Indiana's October real estate is really what didn't happen. That's according to Dan Brown, a realtor with FC Tucker. He's here with your monthly real estate rundown. Thanks for being here, my friend.
Good morning, Cody. Good to see you.
Good seeing you, too. You have a rundown of maybe some of these numbers from October, and you say usually we see a drop in the market this time of year.
Yeah, October is usually a time when we kind of pull back a little bit. You know, the summer selling season is over. But interestingly, this year, October motored right through like it didn't even happen. I mean, the August numbers, September numbers, and then October numbers were remarkably similar in terms of sales dollars. The prices haven't really dropped. They've stayed remarkably consistent. Now, that's actually good for sellers because they're able to negotiate a pretty decent price still, but there's more competition in the market. So the inventory continues to pull up, which is great for everybody. And the buyers now have a little bit of time to negotiate.
That's one of the things that you and I were talking about before the break. We've kind of been in this range of it's good for one and maybe not for the other, and then it goes back and forth. But this is a good thing across the board for everyone, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We are in many ways blessed in Central Indiana with a very healthy, consistent real estate market. Much different to some other places in the country. But what is happening here locally is that we are absolutely returning to what we considered a normal market. And we're not quite there yet. Buyers still are outnumber sellers. But that playing field is leveling because as those buyers put their house on the market, there's more to choose for everybody else. So sellers need to be a little bit more patient, and we've seen that as the uptick in time to sell. You know, a couple of years ago, it was a matter of days sometimes.
Yeah.
And now the median is actually about 3 weeks, when that's about a week away from what we consider to be normal, and that's about a month time on market.
So what does that mean as far as home sales go? Are those good, or are we, where are we at in that?
Well, the sales have been consistent. In fact, the number of closed sales in October increased instead of coming down. It didn't increase a lot, but it should have tapered off, and it hasn't. What that means is there are a lot of people who have been sitting on the sidelines, waiting for their opportunity, waiting for stabilized interest rates, which we now have and have had now for a couple of years, and now they're venturing out and they're finding those homes. It's taking a little bit longer, and the buyers are actually having time to negotiate a little bit. One of the statistics that popped out to me was we track the percentage of the closed sales price to what was originally listed. So how far down was the buyer able to negotiate the price? And it was down to about 97.5%, which is substantial because a couple of years ago it wasn't quite like that.
It's interesting because I've been through a couple sells and buys, and during that time frame where it was like, we got to get something done right now because someone's going to come in and buy this out from underneath of us. Now you have a little bit of time to go, is this the right fit? And I think that helps a lot of people.
It really does. It allows everybody to be a little bit more deliberate in what they want to do, and that allows for just a smoother transaction. However, let me make a point that while things are on average slowing down, quality homes and high-value properties are still going very quickly. So if you see something that piques your interest, my advice is move quickly because somebody else has been out there looking at that too.
That's happened across from us in our neighborhood. A couple people are like, yes, the house went for sale already. I'm like, yeah, sorry.
Sometimes they go in a day, sometimes they take a month, and there's been two different markets there for a minute, yeah.
Dan, we appreciate you as always. We're going to see you next November, or this coming November, next month.
We will be back next month.
All right, we'll chat with you then, my friend.
Very good,
Thank you as always.